Hello everyone! Welcome to the BookVenturist. In the previous chapter, we saw an extremely handsome and tall Englishman standing at the door. Let us see who it is. Chapter 6. An Exquisite of 1792. The person standing outside was Sir Percy Blakeney. Sir Percy is a good-looking, tall young man, leader of fashion, and a close friend of Prince of Wales. Also, he is the sleepiest, dullest, and dim-witted stupid man. He astonished everyone by marrying Marguerite St. Just, a beautiful, clever, and talented French actress. For Marguerite, money and titles were not important. She admired the brilliance in men. Many clever men flocked around her theatre to marry her. Suddenly, one day, she got married to Sir Percy, even without telling her close friends. News spread that the cleverest woman in Europe married a stupid, dull Englishman only for his money and wealth. But Margaret didn't care about money. She married Percy for love. Want to know more about Sir Percy's background? Let us see. He spent most of his life abroad. His father was the late Sir Algernon Blakeney. Sir Percy was born when his mother became insane, so his father took her and Percy abroad for his mother's treatment. He grew alone between a distracted father and an imbecile mother. Upon their parents' death, he inherited the huge family fortune. He is an extremely well-dressed man. In spite of the September rains, in spite of this long hours of journey, his coat and dressing was perfect and immaculate when he entered the coffee room. When Sir Percy entered the room, it was silent. He greeted Sir Andrew and Lord Tony. He asked Margaret what happened. She said that she was insulted by the Countess. The young Vicomte came forward and said, "I support my mother. You fight with me for your wife's honor." Sir Percy looked on the young man and laughed his pleasant laugh and said, "I never fight duels." Margaret said to Tony, "Lord Tony, please be the peacemaker. The child might injure Sir Percy. Sir Percy would provoke even the saints and he would remain cool." Lord Tony said, "Margaret is right, Vicomte. It won't be good for you to start your life in England with a duel." So the young Vicomte withdrew from the fight. Sir Percy spoke. "Mr. Andrew, if your goods from France behave like this, you need to drop them in the sea." Margaret said, "Sir Percy, you forgot that you imported a good from France," referring to her. Percy replied, "My good is precious," and bowed to her. Margaret sarcastically added, "You looked good being afraid of a little boy," and laughed. Sir Percy also laughed, saying, "I have made my wife laugh." Margaret said, "I wish to say goodbye to my brother Armand," and she went to her room. Her brother spent a few weeks with her in England and is now returning to France. Sir Percy didn't detain his wife. Instead, he opened the door and allowed her to pass. Sir Percy glanced at his wife, retreating to her room with a curious look. If you want to listen to this story in Tamil, subscribe to the Matchstick. Thanks for watching. Let us see you in the next episode. Until then, ta-ta, bye-bye.